Into the Tomb, November 26th, 1922. It was late at night. I saw that French artist Annie far away in the desert. I felt happy. She came and nearer to me. Now I could see her face and it was very sad. I wanted to speak to her, to take her in my arms, but she was far, far away from me. Then I saw something moving in the sand next to her feet. It was a head and arm. At first I thought it was old Mr. Ayrton, her teacher, but then I saw that that was the mummy of an old Egyptian king. Worse than that, it was alive. Annie, I cried, and I ran to help her. Then the mummy came out the sand and took Annie its black arms and down the went into the sand. Annie cried, "Help me, Tariq," but there is nothing I can do. I woke up in my bed in our camp, feeling very cold and afraid. It was only a dream after all. We moved the last big stone at 5 p.m. today and we saw a second door behind the first. There were seals on this door too, and Mr. Carter said they were Tutankhamun's seals again, but this time the seals are not broken. I could see Lord Condover and Mr. Carter were very happy, but they didn't want to look excited in front of us. It was late. They said to us, "Of course, we can't open the tomb without the most important Egyptian people being here. So there is nothing more you can do today. Go and eat now. We want to look carefully at these seals again." We walked slowly away and everyone began talking excitedly. "Tariq," I heard suddenly, "could you please wait?" It was Mr. Carter's voice. My friends walked on the camp and I went back and looked down the steps. "Calm down," said Lord Carnarvon. I went down the steps and stood next to him and Mr. Carter in front of the tomb door. "We are going to make a little hole on this door and look into the tomb," said Mr. Carter. "We want you to be with us because your father wants to know everything about our work here. You can draw pictures of everything. Do you understand?" "Of course," I said. "Yes." They made a little hole on the door. Carter looked through it with one eye. Lord Carnarvon and I waited. Carter said nothing. "What can you see?" asked Lord Carnarvon at last. "Wonderful things," answered Mr. Carter slowly. Then Lord Carnarvon and I looked. We saw gold and jewels and treasure everywhere behind the door. "I can see golden animal and chair and—" "Shh," said Mr. Carter. "More quietly, please, Tariq. We don't want everything to hear. Tomorrow we must cover the door and steps with sand again," said Lord Carnarvon. "But tonight—" He stopped speaking. He and Mr. Carter looked at me. I looked from Lord Carnarvon to Mr. Carter. "Can we go into the tomb tonight?" I asked. "To have a look." "What do you want to do?" asked Lord Carnarvon. "Think your father would like you to come with us." I didn't take a long to answer. I'm coming, and I said, "We're going to into the tomb at midnight at last. We must wait for some hours. When everyone in the camp is sleeping, we can go." November 27th, 1922. It took us 2 hours to make a hole in the door. We worked very quickly so we couldn't finish by midnight. At 2 a.m. we were ready. Lord Carnarvon went first and then Mr. Carter. I went in the last after Lord Carnarvon's daughter. The long room was hot and our lights nearly went out when the air in the tomb moved for the first time in 3,000 years. Slowly began to see strange animals and golden statues and chairs. We looked at everything about speaking, all those beautiful things. I saw a little statue of an Egyptian girl and I remembered that the face on it, but from where? Suddenly I knew it. It was Annie's face. I remembered my dream. There was something strange happening here, something between Tutankhamun's Annie and me. Look at the two black statues in front of us, said Mr. Carter. I think there are statues of Tutankhamun between them. There's a new door. Who want to go through with me? Lord Carnarvon wanted to go with him, but his daughter and I were afraid. I felt the of spirit of Tutankhamun was in the long, hot, and dark room with us, and I wanted to get out into that cold night air. It was all right, said Mr. Carter. You two can wait for us outside, but we need your help to make a hole in this new door. It won't take long, so we hailed them. After they went through the door, we left the tomb. The star looked down at us and it was very cold. It at last the other two came through the door near us. We walked to close the hole carefully. What did you see in the second room? He asked. A golden wall, they answered. The body of Tutankhamun somewhere behind that. This is a wonderful day for all of us. By then it was early and I went back to my tent and slept all day. Now it's evening again and I'm afraid. But who can I talk to about my feelings? Thanks everybody to hear my unnecessary topics.